Play by the king, call love is all I bring, but bye-bye. Play by the king, call love is all I bring. Yes, I miss a must keep a rocking and swing. We like girl fat lad, we like them slim. Say if them too slim lad, we still feel something. But a client in a barber chair is here, them cutting. Me yell and a female in the bush, them kissing. Say Adam and Eve, ja them disobeying. Say Adam and Eve, do much them disobeying. You know, say Mr. Demos on him, my dog. Jai selling. Sweeter than a cherry, nicer than Jimbilin. I heard she voice a song and yes, she can sing. Say black is the color, hey, yo, what about Chantel, Academia Marcus side. And mercy, eh. Cause me say Dumas is supreme, me say Dumas is supreme, Dumas is supreme, me say Dumas is supreme. Your ones and you want it better, pure and clean. Rally pussy lassie, I school and green. But snap no see my your shoes really lean. You better do, you better rock and come in. It's so Dumas is as in my nice up listen. Some say me kind, we say some say me mean. When me go a bed and me not have no wet drip. Nicodemus, hey yo. Almost my table Chantel, NICOGILGRAMISH. NL, Abashantel, E, Abashantel, almost might tell NL, the southern skies, and almost might tell E, the northern skies, Abashantel, Academia Marcus, Rascal Salija Machelai, cover the food from the fly. Come say I, miss a Roma tell lie. Say I, miss a France I tell lie. Say I, Germany I tell lie. Say I, over Spain I tell lie. Them dress up in a jacket sometime in a tie. Yes, I miss a naturalist when I tell no lie. Boom, cover the food, me say from the damn fly. And mercy, wash and tie. And me say yes, me say Dumas is the best. Say yes, me say Dumas is the best. Rastafari, MELCHEZIDEK, I was Shantela Kadamaya. And a woolly man will lie, woolly woman lie about Shantela Kadamaya Wapasai. Christ Rastafari. Dumas is Rastafari. I listen, I say, I change the gear. Tell them Dumas is lad, they don't change the gear. Hey yo, El Mutaka about the atmosphere. Al Mutaka be here, Al Mutaka. Selassie, Rastafari. I Selassie, I let Dumas a lie. Almost mighty I let Dumas is Bashante lie. Say NICOGILGRAMISH supreme, NICOGILGRAMISH supreme, NICOGILGRAMISH supreme, NICOGILGRAMISH supreme. The mans and them want it better, pure and clean. Rally was yo. Regular Sabashantel Academia Marcus, I was mighty most Z plus powerful. LNL, LEA. Almost might tell NL in northern skies, almost might tell EA. The southern skies, I Selassie. Almost might tell L. Sack up more than a bombshell.
And bear the load of the gods. Now it's true, we were created to do work. The Bible says the same thing. We were created to work in the garden. The Sumerian story is we were created to do the work of the gods. Create a mortal that he may bear the yoke, let him bear the yoke, the work of the little, let man bear the work of the law of the gods. Nintu, also Ninti, but Nintu in this translation, the way they read it here. Ninti shall mix clay with his flesh and his blood. Then a god and a man will be mixed together in clay. Humans, in their story, is a creation of two different species, a hybrid being. Well, we say, like, let us hear the drumbeat forever after. Let a ghost come into the existence from the god's flesh. And let the ghost exist not to forget the slain god. The great Anunnaki who signs the face. Nintu mix clay with his flesh and blood. Does anybody think this story is familiar? This is the biblical story. But I'll show you how the Bible abbreviates it, so that you're not telling the story of multiple gods, but more of a single God doing the actions. First of all, let's talk about the word Adam. Adam in Hebrew is man, but blood is dam. Hebrew has word roots that make up the words, and many things form from them. The color red is Adom. Adam is man, Dam is blood, and red is Adom. And Adamah is earth or clay, but it's actually red earth or clay. So, when the old story, and Atrahasis, by the way, is the name of one of those characters who was Noah, the flood character. Here, clay, Adamah. Blood, Dam. Man, Adam. Every one of the roots that Hebrew has is from here. That's why there's so many meanings for the same root. So they kept in Hebrew all of the different variations of the meaning, and it's formed the basis and understanding of how the language came to be, and we can see the original meanings being the same root. There's a little more here. Okay. This is from Zechariah's books. It's a good way to talk about it. First of all, the word for soul in Hebrew is nephesh. In Sumerian, nafishtu. Nafishtu is the old way of saying the same word. It's the long form. But nafishtu came from a Sumerian word, she'imti. She'imti literally means breath, wind, life. So when they say, the ghost come to existence from the God's flesh, it's the same as saying, let the breath be pushed in. Okay? And let's see how the Bible words it. First, the quote, let us make man in our image and our likeness. It's a plural statement to an audience. And God formed the man of dust from the ground, which is Adamah, and he blew into his nostrils the soul of life, and man became a living being. Let a ghost come into existence from the flesh. That's the same way of saying that he blew into his nostrils the breath of life. And look here. In Hebrew, the nephesh word is from the root she'imti, and there's another word called neshama. Neshama is also soul or spirit. And nishmat is in the form of leda. So in Hebrew, nishmat is in past tense. Now watch this. Nishmat is shamata. So one word in Hebrew, nishmat, which is the soul, it is the same sound as the Sumerian she'imti. And then you have the word nephesh, which is the same sound as nafishtu, which came from she'imti. And how do we know it came from that? Because they found translation texts that said this word in Sumerian is this word in Akkadian. And they had picture sets that said this word in Sumerian, the symbol became this word and this symbol in Akkadian. So that's what Hebrew does. Hebrew picks up on one side the sound of the original language that was spoken for thousands of years, and then in another way it picks up the meaning. And it divides it into two different forms. So one word, the word Shama, Nishmat, giants, is lo and behold, Anaki. The word that meant God in Sumerian is now the word for giants in Hebrew. Anak, Anaki, Anakim is plural. And by the way, Anaki is Enki. The first vowel is either N or An. What's the difference? It's the same thing. So in the Bible we have the giants, the children of Enki. Now that's the sound of the word. So Hebrew is picking up the sound of Anunnaki. What about the meaning of Anunnaki? Those who from heaven to earth came down. They use the word Nephilim from the Hebrew word Nafal, fallen ones. This is the term where fallen angels came from. How do we know it's the fallen ones? How do we know they're not meaning giants from the Aramaic Nephila? Because they already have a word for giant here. And here they have the same meaning. In other words, Nephilim is those who fall down from above. The same that Anunnaki means, those who from heaven to earth came down. So Hebrew picks up the meaning and uses Nephilim, and Hebrew keeps the sound and makes it the word giants.